So I mean, I guess we should be talking about The Last of Us Part 2 because but I
Well,
mean, hey, this is
here's the weird thing, right? So, how many people who give a shit about The Last of Us need to be convinced in any way that The Last of Us is going to be awesome?
they don't.
Which I know isn't the main point of this, but at the same time, it's all marketing, right? It's all publicity, right? So it's like you're trying to convince me to buy the game. I don't need to be convinced. Like this is gonna be one of the best games of all time. The first one was one of the games of all time. Even if it's somehow worse than the first one, that's still such a high bar that it's still going to be a great game. Even if it's not like a perfect game, it's going to be a great game. So it's like, I don't need to be convinced. Why do I need to say 8 minutes? I feel like we already saw 8 minutes, which was like when Ellie was like fucking murdering. And that like it was gruesome as hell. So like, what are we going to see? You know, what do they need to show us? Why do they feel the need to do this other than it was delayed so they feel bad about it? I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I feel like they almost have been having to be a little bit restricted on this no matter what, because I don't know, man. It's just one of those that I think that they knew that this product was done. They knew the caliber of what it was going to be, and I think because of all the leak that happened, which I still think is crazy that happened to begin with, it put them into chaos mode, and you know.
Honey, can you grab it?
But I also think that if we weren't dealing with the pandemic, I don't think this would be any kind of issue, because it seems to me like they postponed it due to the pandemic, and then because of all this, they're like, oh hey, we're right around the corner. So I mean, like I've seen all the people being mad at like whatever they say is controversial. I haven't seen it.
Right,
I haven't watched it. So, but I mean, it's just one of those. It's like I don't know how I'm going to take this game because I know it's going to be very hectic for me. Let me go and close some of these out.
Oh, did you put in the stream? No, you didn't. Shit. We got 60 seconds. Fuck it, I can do it. I can do it if I can find Twitch. There we go. Fucking, we're going live. Forgot to do it on there. Okay, it says it's going to be shortly.
The premiere will begin shortly. So how long do we think this is? First off.
Well, first off, I think they've said it's 8 minutes.
Well, yeah, but how long? Like, I don't. Do we think this is just going to be an 8-minute state of play of gameplay, or is it going to be something else?
Well, from what I've heard, this is. Oh wait, of course, of this another 25-minute long episode. Look at the description. That's what I'm reading.
We could have done that.
Director, notice. Okay, why can't I show more? Damn it! I'm working on one hand because I got a baby, feeding a baby in one hand.
Feeding the baby.
Provide gameplay, threats, and a world of the game ahead with blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah. So from what I heard, there's 8 minutes of gameplay. So then the rest of the 25 minutes is probably going to be made up of different footage and interviews and shit. There we go. Oh, good. It's ready in 2 minutes. Fucking assholes. All right, honey. My things are on the truck. Would you mind helping? Put the switch down if you need to, because she'll fall asleep if you just help her out and feed her. She's getting tired.
I do love this music.
I need to turn mine down. Mine is like super loud. There we go. I ended up having Maddie come in with frame because Zoom not helping. I know, you're just being. Yes, he does.
Oh.
You want Maddie? Oh, look at that smile.
Well, I'll tell you guys, I am super duper like excited and hyped about this.
Get that!
I am super excited and hyped about this. I wasn't going to. I really was not going to watch this because I really just want to play the game. But I don't know. I got excited, got this overlay made, and I don't know. I'm feeling hype. I'm feeling hype. Obviously, if you guys are in the comments, we will not be because we don't want any spoilers for this. If you want to talk in Discord.
Yeah. True. Very true.
True dat.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Wait, I'm at
5,
1.
4. You're at 1? Oh,
Yeah.
man. Come on.
I love this. I love this little thing.
Oh, yeah. The way it starts up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even get the little beep. Just staying at Ralph.
I know you wish things were different.
Hey. Okay, so this is just the trailer from before.
Yeah.
The story.
I wish things were different.
That's okay.
Ellie!
Mike too.
Let the-
Ellie. God damn. Is it just me or does he have a little bit more twang?
A little bit more.
Yeah, maybe.
They probably were like, add a little bit more twang.
Get a little more twang. You're a couple years older. Oh, I gotta go theater mode. There we go. Much better.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
To do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get away with this?
This game looks beautiful. Like, I love how they're repeating it
Stop this.
by, like, completing the PlayStation 4 life cycle, like ending it with this.
Right.
But not at any cost. I really hope you make it.
God, imagine this on a PS5 with the dual sense. Dude, you know it's coming. You know it's coming.
Oh yeah.
I have to finish it.
There's a cost.
We could have killed you. Maybe you should have.
Well, yeah, you should have.
God, I really hope this is her, like, fucking up the Fireflies.
I'm Neil Druckmann, Vice President of Naughty Dog and the Director
chills,
of The Last of Us
chills.
Part 2.
Hi, Neil.
We're just a few weeks away
Hi,
from
buddy.
launch on June 19th, when the game will finally be in your hands.
Oh.
The wait has been long, and we're extremely grateful for your patience, especially now in the midst of these unprecedented and challenging times. We hope you're all taking care of yourselves and that you, your friends, and your loved ones are doing well. Because of these extraordinary circumstances, we can't be together in this final stretch and share the experience like we usually would. So today we're trying something different. Something we've never done before. Over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to give you an in-depth look into what awaits you in The Last of Us Part 2, including new details about the gameplay experience, and story. And to cap it all off, we'll be showing a never-before-seen, lengthy gameplay sequence.
Lengthy.
You'll definitely want to stick around for that.
I think I'm most excited about the mechanics, like the new mechanics, more than anything.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know what happened.
St. Mary's,
I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away. They were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her.
The Last of Us Part 2 picks up Ellie and Joel's story several years after the events of the first game. Ellie and Joel have settled in Jackson, Wyoming, amongst a thriving community of survivors. With the threats of the world kept outside the town's walls, Jackson has been able to find relative peace and even stability. Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships within the community.
Scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate our kiss from last night?
11.
However, this peace is short-lived. Jackson and Ellie suffer a violent and traumatizing event. Ellie sets off back into the treacherous outside world in search of retribution and justice.
I mean, they're keeping it secret, but
Her journey will take her to
it's
new
obvious
parts of
it's
the
the
country
girlfriend.
previously unexplored in The Last of Us. The story spans multiple seasons and climates,
Kind of like before.
from the snow-capped mountains of Jackson to the lush Pacific Northwest. Each introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore, rendered in meticulous detail and unprecedented scale
Oh
with the
my
latest
God.
iteration of the Naughty Dog engine. Our goal was to make these environments not only beautiful, but feel as grounded and authentic to the cities they're based on as possible. Much of the story unfolds in what remains of Seattle, a massive former quarantine zone. Its locales are incredibly diverse, spanning a dense city center with a skyline of towering high-rises.
Here's what's blowing my
to the
mind
beautiful
is the
suburbs
fact
and
that
stormy waterfronts that surround it.
I'm watching this on a
The city
compressed,
exhibits
kind of
drastic
grainy
shifts in
1080p video,
architecture,
and it
elevation,
already
and
looks
weather.
beautiful.
And with Part 2, we've introduced new traversal mechanics that afford greater exploration and ways to navigate threats. Ellie is not only able to climb and jump over gaps, but she
So
can use
Ellie
ropes
is
to
now
scale
Nathan.
vertical terrain or swing over obstacles, allowing you to discover new areas, resources, and side narratives.
Okay, okay,
These
that's
more
cool.
That means
open
it's gonna be a lot more
environments also create
open?
new strategic
Yeah.
considerations in combat, whether it's to get the jump on enemies or bypass them entirely.
Nice. So maybe try
Last
like
of
a
Us Part 2 features
non-lethal
some of the largest
run of the
environments
game.
we've ever created. Horseback riding will allow Ellie to quickly cover some of these expansive terrains.
God damn,
Some streets are
seriously?
so flooded that a boat is required to navigate them.
No.
However,
That's
the world of
cool.
The Last of Us is as lush and inviting as it is deadly. As Ellie uncovers
Dude,
the
this
path to
would be like
finding
an
those who
open
have
world
wronged her,
Last
she
of
must
Us.
face the many threats of this unknown city. In the wake of
Ooh,
the pandemic
puppy.
and the fall of the quarantine zone, Seattle has become a war zone, where two warring factions find themselves in an ongoing conflict for territory and resources. One of these groups is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF. The
The wolf.
WLF are a militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle, and eventually wrestled control of the city from them. They are highly trained, organized, and well-equipped with weapons they stole from the army. They occupy much of the
Damn.
city, imprisoning or killing trespassers on sight.
Hey, we got another trespasser. A girl. Did you see her?
God, this looks good.
Ooh, ooh.
On the other side of this bloody conflict is a group of religious zealots called the Seraphites, or Scars, defined by the self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces. Like the WLF, they're deeply tribalistic and territorial. They're known for being stealthy, using overgrowth as cover, and they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Clip her wings.
Oh, I'm not gonna show this again, are they?
Beyond this conflict among survivors,
Whew.
the threat that originally brought the world to its knees is very much present. every human is in danger of falling victim to the infected. They are
I'm
the
already
real
getting
infected
anxiety.
Runners who are more numerous and aggressive in this game. The blind but extremely deadly clickers, and the stalkers who sneak and hide until they're ready to attack.
Oh, fuck
Surprising their
that,
victims
dude.
with extreme agility and brutal violence. The Last of Us Part 2 introduces new stages of infected, such as the Shamblers. Large, heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustule. Upon getting close to you, they expel a corrosive spore cloud that burns its victims. But our most terrifying and lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves.
Yeah, of course it will.
Overcoming these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment, and the environment to your advantage.
Oh shit, oh shit.
The WLF patrol the streets of Seattle with guard dogs, which are capable of detecting and following you, even while in cover. They can pick up your scent and alert their handlers to your presence. Listen mode will
I
reveal
hate
your
that.
scent trail.
I hate
So
that.
keep moving and cause distractions to avoid detection.
Oh, you can even see your
25
scent.
years after the pandemic began, the world is completely overgrown. Use tall grass to hide from enemies and go prone to stay out of sight. However,
See,
this
prone,
form of
that's
analog
fucking awesome.
stealth means you're never fully hidden. If enemies get close enough, they can discover you, even in grass. When Ellie is overwhelmed, running away is a viable option. You can also break glass or crawl through tight spaces to find new paths or areas to evade or take on your enemies. In any given combat situation, you can flee an encounter and re-establish stealth to regain the advantage. If you absolutely have to fight your way out, there are a variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her enemies. She can sprint
machete.
and quickly dodge incoming attacks. Learning
Oh,
how
look, his
opponents
blood
attack with
was on
different
the
weapons
ground.
and mastering the timing of your dodges will prevent you from taking
Ooh.
damage and create
Oh!
opportunities to counterattack. You can use
That
throwable
blood,
items
dude,
or
that
well-placed
blood.
shots to stun enemies.
It seemed
before
really
dealing a killing
dynamic.
blow.
And the way,
Or
like, hitting the
using
ground
them
and
as a
everything.
shield to protect
Get him,
yourself
get him,
or
get him.
buy some time to figure out your next move.
Oh, stab! Oh, yeah, shank him, shank him! Oh no! Oh, she's
Ellie
pissed.
isn't always alone on her
Oh no,
journey.
that's an infected.
Allies will take part in helping you navigate the environments, spot enemies,
Whoa!
and meaningfully help you in combat encounters.
That was one thing I always liked about Ellie, is that she actually helped out in
Yeah.
shit. So now it just looks like this is the next evolution of that.
Yeah. Of that boy. Boy!
Between the human survivors and the roaming infected, there will be times where multiple threats are present, creating new strategic
Shit.
considerations and opportunities. You can choose whether to attack these opponents separately and directly, or find ways to pit them against each other.
Hell yeah.
Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage with whomever.
That's the way I would do it. 100%.
Yep. Yeah.
Just like in Far Cry. Throw some bait out to win out the herds.
Yeah, bring it. Bring in the bears! The bears can smell the menstruation. Honey,
Our
if
goal
you
is to
knock one of
create
my cord down, I'm
unparalleled
gonna be
tension,
pissed.
coupled with deep
Be
systems
careful.
that give you greater control and influence over your journey. As you play, you'll be able to
Oh, look at
invest in
that
a broad
spores.
collection of
Oh my
crafting
god,
items,
there's like
weapon,
webbing
and player upgrades,
and like
through
oh
training
my
manuals scattered throughout the
God.
environment, and scavenging for ingredients. These skills and upgrade manuals cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience. We also wanted to extend that agency
actually
and
turn the light on?
personalization to
That's
your
kinda
weapons through our new workbench system.
Yeah.
Scavenge for parts to modify and improve your weapon's
finally get a
performance
scope?
and attributes, all of which are
Yeah,
visualized
you
and
get a
become part of your
scope.
character.
Yes. Effing scope, yo.
Survival will also require using the parts and ingredients that you'll find in the environment,
Woo!
which can be
Yeah, fuck
crafted
the
into
dog
a
up.
wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors, and more.
Suppressors, I think they're like not reusable.
Yep.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
That's how
That's
they
kind of
did in
cool.
Days Gone.
Or you should shoot the one behind her, you idiot. There you go. There you go.
Woo!
Oh!
Gameplay systems
Did you see the
are meant to
chunks?
immerse you in the world
Freaking
and make you
giblets?
feel in lockstep with Ellie's emotional journey.
Uh-oh. Firefly logo. I think you're right.
As we've
I
said
think
before,
you're totally right.
this is
She was
Naughty Dog's
fucking up the
largest,
Fireflies.
most ambitious game. It may seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play The Last of Us Part 2. We can't wait for you to experience it all for yourself on June 19th.
Oh, chills.
Until then, here's an extended sequence of never-before-seen gameplay.
Do it!
Do
Sorry,
it.
did I scare you? Did I scare... Ooh. Holy shit, dude. Hey, she can swim! I'm sorry, sweetie. Did I scare you? Daddy's excited. She learned to swim somehow in the last 5 years.
She's probably thought it would come in handy in the sequel.
I guess. Imagine how much people would have been pissed off 5 years later. You still don't know how to fucking swim? I'm sorry. Is Daddy being loud? I know, I'm yelling. Alright, mutant.
Mutant like Vladimir Putin. Oh, she can deep swim. I always feel like somebody's watching me.
How do you not hear the water sloshing? I get it's a video game, but come on. You don't hear that? Oh, she has headphones in.
Don't make a fucking sound. Hands up.
She's got a Vita.
Product placement.
Where is
She
she?
must live on Vita Island.
We're in the hospital.
They're clearing out.
Greg Miller's losing his shit right now.
I know, right?
Oh!
Told you not to fucking move, dipshit. Go pick it up. Go pick it up.
Yeah, see what she's playing.
Come on, let us pick it up. Let us pick it up. Come on. Ah! In the game, I'm going to try to pick it up.
This
But at
game,
least looked at it to see what if it was like a parody of something.
this game is gonna stress me the fuck out, but I know I'm gonna love it.
Yeah.
I got my girl waiting for him for Bob.
You shitting me? They put you with Joe again?
Hey, we get the job done.
I bet you do. Oh, this is not fair.
I'm telling you, man. Data soldier. It makes these shifts so much easier.
Sure. I'll keep that in mind.
Fuck. Sounds like scars are getting closer.
She got her silencer.
Hope that's our guys executing those freaks.
Hey, did you hear why we're all getting called up to the fob?
Woo!
Isaac wants us to retake all
That
of
was nice.
downtown.
That's
Might
nice.
take the fight to them.
No way. Not after what went down last time. Even Isaac isn't that crazy.
That's what I heard.
All right, calm down.
Ooh. He tried to go like for her bow or something.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
that blood splatter was crazy.
Yes, it seems super dynamic. Oh! The squishiness. Oh yeah, get it. Get it. There you go. She's gonna craft. Yeah. Get a Molotov. There you go. Got some spikies.
Ugh, so dynamic. I love it.
Ooh. Doggy. Doggy. Oh no! Oh! I don't like that sound.
I don't either. I don't either.
Gotta do what you gotta
You
do.
see the water bottle? Look at the water bottle. It's like scorch marks on it from the... And it's like it's... The water bottle on the gun that she's using as a silencer.
Oh no, crap.
It's like torn apart and like you've shot bullets out of it. See, here's the thing. I could have been doing bow and arrow the entire time, and when it's up close and personal, use the pistol, but that's just me.
Right, yeah. They're just trying to show us the dynamic nature of everything.
Which I appreciate.
Yeah, right.
Oh! Did you hear him go, oh, oh, oh?
Push it. Get him.
Yeah, so she's got to replace the silencer on it now, I think. Oh, multiple weapons. Dope.
You
Like
can do that in the other one.
Well, multiple slots, like picking from there. I thought you had to pick and choose.
Saw movement. I'll go check it out.
That was nice.
Holy shit!
They got my best friend. Oh, she hit the corner of the thing. I wonder if that was on purpose. She hit the corner of the counter rather than... Damn! Whoa! She's shanking her.
Oh my
shanking
god.
Her. I think we're going loud. Whoa! Shit! Oh, damn. Ow! Nice. I like that.
Damn it! Find another way off!
Turn the generator off. You know what I mean? Generator right there.
Yeah, just cut that shit off.
Yeah.
That you, Nora?
All right, we jamming. Okay.
Well, maybe she doesn't. Just pay attention to her for a second.
Stupid. You're gonna tell us where she went.
When Isaac talks to us about this...
I'm getting tired of this.
Nora. Nora! I'm not going down for her, man.
You go nice and slowly. That was cute.
You're missing some tape there, buddy.
I know, right?
Don't scream. Put that shit down. You remember me? Yeah. You remember me.
Damn.
Okay. Nope.
Captured from PS4 Pro, which, you know, should have figured, but still.
Man, I'm wondering if that's it. I would assume so.
Yeah, looks like it. Don't kick me. How dare you, madam?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So, yeah,
God
man,
dang.
that was absolutely crazy. So, what did you think? Like, what did you think, all in all, about the whole thing?
Well, first off, I'm glad we do have a little bit more information. Like the fact that while it might not be open world, you know, quote unquote, it definitely sounds like kind of like in. Can you get Windows off of me? Just stop it. Get it out of here. I'm not your junk tray, okay? Stop treating me like your freaking junk tray. Thank you very much. No, but I do like how even though it might not be open world, it does definitely sounds like a majority of it, which we kind of got a little bit of that in Uncharted 4, like that big Madagascar area, and then the same thing in Lost Legacy. Lost Legacy had a huge chunk of theirs, which was basically like this big open world kind of segment where you can take on certain things in the order you want to. And so if they do something like that, but in the Last of Us universe or whatever, yes, please.
Yeah, it really does look like they're trying to put traversal in as heavy as they did in Uncharted 4, which I, like you, genuinely loved. Like, I really enjoyed Uncharted 3, but I never played Uncharted 4 until, like, last year was the first time I ever played it. And so, hopping in and playing it, I'm like, oh my god, like, this is the... Like, it was one of those, after playing it, I was like, I can't tell you which I like better, Uncharted 4 or God of War. Like, it's just got that Sony PlayStation magic. I mean, it really does, which makes me all the more excited for seeing something like this, as well as the whole thing going into PS5 of PlayStation Studios. And, like, them coming out and saying, like, our focus for PlayStation 5 is, story-driven, like, quality exclusives. And I'm like, yes, please. And this looks like it might just be kicking that right off.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this looks... I mean, what's blowing my mind is what I said on stream. Like, we're watching a compressed, it's kind of pixelated in some areas, gameplay video. How exactly is that going to look on my 4K TV,
Oh, right, yeah.
I'm just... Yeah, I mean, it's one of those for me. Like I said, The Last of Us, I've only played through it twice, and I think that's all I can do just because it's so tense. Like, especially on, even on normal difficulty, it's just really kind of tense. And I'm like, oh, God, do I need this right now? So I know this is going to stress me the fuck out.
Yeah.
But, man, I'm just...
See, what I liked about The Last of Us, the first one, and obviously it kind of looks like this is what they're going to be doing for number 2, is, like, everything has a purpose. Everything has weight to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where Uncharted is this blockbuster.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to have countless thugs being thrown at you and just one after another, waves of enemies, and just pow, 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 pow. And while this still had a lot of people that she went through, like, it just felt way more grounded. And then just in general, that's how the first one felt. Everything felt grounded. Everything felt like they had a purpose to it. There wasn't an action sequence that they didn't think all the way through. What's not just how many people are, but where are they positioned? So that dynamic things could happen when you, like, go by a doorway or something,
Yeah.
And then there's still room for dynamic things to happen, like she threw that thing and it hit the corner. I definitely don't think that was on purpose. I think that, it was like, oh shit, and then she had to run up and try to finish her off. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's like she aimed and it looked like it was supposed to go past the corner, but it hit the corner instead. And so, yeah, she was able to kind of improvise and be like, oh shit, shank.
Yeah, weighted is a good word to use because, like, I've been going back through playing Far Cry 5. And, in any Far Cry game, when you're doing an outpost or an enemy heavy area, it feels great and satisfying to just pick them off one by one. Watching this gameplay footage of Ellie just running around, and like in that first part that we saw her taking out the people outside, like it's one of those, that doesn't look like I get satisfaction out of taking them out. Like I'm watching that, I can feel like playing it, I'll be like, if I could sneak around these guys, I'm going to. Like, I feel like it's going to be too much effort, or not too much effort, but too much of unneeded attention to try and take everyone out. Like, incentivizing you to go, on a more stealthy route than brute heavy going through your resources.
Right. And I think that's probably going to be the coolest thing, is the fact that, at least in the state of play thing, like they were able to tell us that, hey, sometimes you could just sneak past them. I like that concept, to think that like I can go through a situation and because I said it while we were watching it, like think about trying to get through an entire game with no lethality or something like that. So maybe the only people you kill are the ones that like you have to kill according to the story or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be really cool to go through like an entire non-lethal revenge.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see if you could do that. I am honestly excited to see what Naughty Dog does after this. Like it feels weird for me to say, because this game hasn't even been released yet. But I mean, if this is the caliber of game we're going to be getting and we can expect from Naughty Dog going forward, holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Yeah. Like this is one of those that the ideas of what Sony's planning on doing and wanting to do is what makes me so excited leading into PS5. Because, I mean, this game does look like it could be on a PS5, but I can also see it running just on a PS4 Pro. So what are those games going to look like? What is the dynamic systems in those? Dude, imagine playing Last of Us Part 2 on a PS5 with the haptic feedback and the DualSense of you drawing back that bow and it releasing. Or a guy struggling in your arms while you're trying to like wrestle him, like you can feel him. Yeah. Oh yeah. My God, you know it's coming. It's coming. I think the traversal thing is really cool. I like the idea of them expanding out, because I do love the linearity of The Last of Us, but the idea of being able to go on different levels, and like they said in the video, you can navigate away from enemies by traversing a different part of the landscape. Yeah.
I mean, from the looks of it, it seems like there's going to be like key moments where it's like you have to go into this one area or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it seems like the overall world is going to be a lot more heavily realized.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
Yeah, I can agree. Here's one thing I'm hoping for, that they simplified that trophy list, and they make those collectibles satisfying to find.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I think most people hate about The Last of Us is the trophies, which I think I've only ever gotten 2 or 3. I mean, I definitely have not gotten much. And then the collectibles, when they were cool, when they were found, I felt like, they were kind of few and far between in a way. That's just a personal thing on my end.
Yeah. I mean, other than the information, like what else did we get out of this? If anything, it might have been a nice surprise when the game came out if we found out that it was a lot more open, or we found out that you can go prone and stuff like that. That stuff would have been nice just to know on the day of, rather than them having an entire thing just to tell us, oh yeah, by the way, you're going to have open areas.
I think the majority of this was to expand out the story and then show those dynamic parts. Like I like the fact that they kind of gave us an overview of the two of the factions that we would be dealing with, and a little bit more infected. So it kind of gives you a better understanding. And for me, like, I am more excited by it. I think than I was, because I wasn't going to watch this. Like, I was just going to go in blind because I didn't really watch much Last of Us coverage. But I mean, I'm glad I watched this because it got me even more excited to pick the game up and just play. Like, I'm watching the clip of the I don't remember what the behemoth's name was.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm like, oh my God, my anxiety's already through the roof right now.
Yeah. Super excited for it. I mean, this is going to be absolutely balls to the wall, you know. And kind of like what I was saying before the stream, it's like I didn't need to be convinced by any means. And if anything, now it's just like, oh, I can't wait. Like in a negative way. It's like, I don't want to wait. Let's do it.
Well, we only have to wait a month, if that.
Yeah,
So
only.
yeah, this is actually coming out on the week that I'm supposed to be moving. So.
Ha ha. All right, so that is what we think about it. You know, keep it nice. Don't ruin anything for us. But what do you guys think about it? Let us know down in the comments down below. Obviously, this is going to come out afterwards on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, click the bell icon. We're having a lot more stuff coming out recently. I just got a new PC, so expect some new PC-oriented stuff as well. And yeah, I was Nick.
And I was Nate.
And have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.